Hello everyone, I'm Thais and today I'm here to do my August book haul. This haul is going to be much shorter than the other ones because I only have 7 books to show you. That's right, I didn't get nearly 20 books this month, which is a great thing because the size of my TBR is crazy. So the first book that I got was The Magician's Guild by Trudy Canavan. This is the first book in a trilogy that I don't remember the name right now, but I showed the second one in my last book haul and I got this one because I wanted to get started on this trilogy. I don't really know much about it, all I know is that it's obviously about magicians and it's high fantasy, and I haven't really heard many people talking about this book, but I'm looking forward to reading it. The next 2 books that I'm going to show you are books that you've already seen on my channel because I read them for the booktubeathon. The first one is Liar's Inc. by Paula Stokes. This book follows a guy named Max who starts telling lies at school, and then one day one of his friends disappears and the police start suspecting that Max has something to do with it. Like I said, I've read this book already and I talked about it on my booktubeathon wrap-up, so I'll leave a link to that if you want to check it out. Next I bought City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. This is the 5th book in the Mortal Instruments series and it was the last book that I had to get to finally be able to finish reading the series. So I was really excited to get it, and like I said, I've already read it, talked about it on my booktubeathon wrap-up. The next book I got was Eve by Anna Carey. This is the first book in the Eve trilogy. I think I showed the second book in the trilogy in one of my first book hauls. I haven't really heard much about this series, but I've been wanting to read it for ages, ever since before it was published here in Brazil. So now that I finally have the first book, I can't wait to get started. The next book I got was Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. This is the sequel to Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I've been wanting to read this book for ages, but I hadn't gotten it until now because I have the first book in the Brazilian edition and I wanted my books to match. So I was waiting until Hollow City was published here in Brazil, but that hasn't happened yet and it doesn't feel like it will happen, so I just decided to rebuy the books in English. Hollow City was really cheap in the Brazilian Amazon, so I just figured I'd get this one first and then I can get Miss Peregrine's later. I've heard a lot of amazing things about these books and I really enjoyed Miss Peregrine, so I'm hoping that Hollow City will be just as good. So the next book I bought kind of on a whim along with Hollow City, and that is The Retribution of Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This is the 3rd book in the Dyer trilogy, but here's the thing, I don't actually own the first 2 books yet. I haven't even read them, so I have no idea if I will enjoy the trilogy, but I still bought the 3rd book. I've just heard so many people saying amazing things about this trilogy and I've been wanting to read it for so long, and it was really cheap and Discover is gorgeous and I have no self-control, okay? The last book that I got is one that came out this month, and that is Slasher Girls and Monster Boys, edited by April Genevieve Tucholke. I have no idea how to pronounce her name. Anyway, this is a collection of horror and thriller short stories written by a bunch of different authors, and there are some pretty amazing authors here, even though I haven't read many of them. It's been a while since I've read a good horror book, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get to this one soon. So that's it guys, those were all the books that I got in August. Let me know if you've read any of them. I'm sorry if this was a little bit rushed, but my battery has been dying ever since I started filming this and I don't have time to charge it right now because I have to leave soon. So I'm just hoping I'll be able to finish filming this before it dies. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!